Hola, that's Spanish for hello. I've come to the Costa del Sol, or the Costa del Crime as I'll call it, and I'm looking for a gangster. It's Albert Redding. I know he's here somewhere, and I'm going to find him. At the height of his villainy, Albert Redding was the most wanted man in Britain. What you doing here, Albert? Are you on the run, or on a blag, or what you doing?
No, I've retired now, I've finished all that. I'm over here. It's really nice people over here, and I enjoy myself, and you know, just relax. It's just a soothing way of life.
Albert comes to Spain to avoid the English winter. He spent 36 years of his life banged up, and although he's 68, he's still a very tough man. There's two sides to Albert. He can be nasty, ruthless and unpredictable, but he can also be kind and considerate. And he's still on the lookout for that someone special. So what are you looking for then, Albert? Some rich widow or some young bit of totty?
No, it's a woman I'm interested in, and that's interested in me. She'd have to understand me though, wouldn't she? Because the way I've lived.
What do you mean, understand you in what way?
In my moods and things like that. Women do you with their mouth, don't they, and their tongue, and like, if I tell her to leave me alone, as long as they let me walk away from them, I'm all right, but they follow you and drive you mad. And someone I can get on with, and keep her mouth shut a bit.
Oh. Oh. You old bastard. Albert, since you've been out here, have you met up with Ronnie Knight or any of the other chaps that were out here?
Yeah, quite a few of them. Because they've got London bars out here, and they all meet in them. And we talk over old times and things like that.
Yeah, but I've seen one of them, the old Bull and Bush. Is that where you all meet up in places like that?
They're called London bars.
I've still got a dark side, you know, and I can still do horrible things, and I enjoy them, and that's the trouble. That's what frightens me. But in the past, when I used to do horrible things and enjoy them, it didn't bother me. But as you get older, you get a bit of a conscience, and you think about things, and you have to sort of control yourself, you know, and you have to think about what you do.
For the past 20 years, Carlton's been up to his neck in it. He's been pulled in by the police on 4 murder inquiries, and for a decade he had his own firm. If you needed a heavy, Carlton was your man.
You'll always be whatever you are, but I mean, as time goes on, you become old and people forget you. Obviously, like when you're an old man and things, people are not interested in you. But I'm still at that borderline age where, you know, you're still sort of pretty active, but you are what you are and you can't run away from it.
In the ring, Carlton, now 41, is training up the next generation. They call him Papa C.
Come on. Come on. I just try and harden him up a little bit, you know, so he can look after himself. And me when I get older. Because I'm getting old, and I need my young boys here to watch me back. It's right for you can get a pension, I can't. I don't know what I was out really to achieve it sometimes, because I would have thought, was I looking for the big pot of gold at the bottom of the rainbow, or was it just an adventurous journey?
Carlton's journey came to a crossroads 5 years ago. His best mate, Tony Tucker, was shot dead, along with 2 others, in a high-profile gangland hit, the Essex Range Rover murders.
I normally talk to him for a couple of minutes on my own, so to say a couple of things to him, you know, miss him. I was going to go see Tony, and then when I heard, obviously, like, he had the back of his head blown away, I didn't want to really see him, you know what I mean? I mean, the last thing you want to see in it is your best mate laying on the table, you know, with half his head missing, you know? And I just want to remember him as I remember him, the good times.
Stilks is not only a doorman. All the time I've known him, he's always been on the fringes of the underworld. He knows lots of people that I know, and I only actually got him for the show because I was doing somebody else and they got nicked, and he said, can you put my mate in? And that's how I actually met him. Is this the sort of thing that you do on a door, the sort of moves? I mean, if someone come in, you'd just grab him by the scruff of his neck and say...
If I had to, I could throw him at any time that I wanted to, but mainly I'll use the strangles and the arm locks. Like, for instance, if someone grabbed me by the jacket there, I'll take their arm. That's for an example. Or say there was someone here fighting you, I'd come in from the side, take him in a strangle.
I wasn't here just to admire Stilks rolling about on the mat with Dave. I was here to learn.
I'm a national referee for the British Judo Association, and I'm a fourth Dan.
And I'm a first Dan, and I'll do my best to keep up with Dave.
And I'm a desperate Dan. Come on in, boys.
Hey, right. Get to action.
We're in the club, and someone's got a jacket on.
No, don't pull me, don't pull me.
No, be quiet, please. Right, and someone's got a jacket on, and they've been a little bit abusive, so just a nice simple one. Right,
Don't throw me back, 'cause I'm a
right,
lady.
I just take hold of that, and I'm talking to them like so, and if they're getting a bit mouthy, I just pull the collar and twist it, you know, and I put a bit more pressure on, right? And
I'll
that's
knee you straight in the nuts.
right.
That's what I'll do.
Right, something as easy as that.
Stilks' family originally came from Cyprus, but Stilks was born in Old Blighty. In his heyday, he was in the British judo squad. Even at 42, he still knows all the tricks.
Try that on me, and push my head down nice and tight there, into the choke. Bit more,
Right.
bit more.
Right.
Ah, thank you.
Hang on, how about that?
But the reason I use my strangles and my arm locks now is because I'm pissed off using my hands as clubs. I've broken most of my knuckles in my hands and my knuckles in my hand at the top. So now I prefer to use my arm locks and my strangles and my throws.
I think that he just loves it. Every which way he loves it, whether it's in the gym or with his mates, on the door, on the mats. I think that he just loves it. It's part of him. He feeds off of it.
This is the
In his younger days, Roy was a brilliant boxer, and after his release, he did what he does best and went straight into the unlicensed ring.
When he came out of the neck, he said he had a few £1,000. He said, Joe, I've got a few quid. All I know how to do is fight. Get me a fight. That's all he knew how to do.
Altogether, he had 16 fights, but the contest that went down in boxing folklore was against the undefeated King of the Gypsies, Donny the Bull Adams.
Well, I trained so hard for it. You don't train 3 days before you fight. But I know I used to train right up to more or less to the day of the fight. And all the energy I was dishing out of my body every day was storing up. And I was like a time bomb.
You can't say it was a fight, because it only lasted a few seconds. He just walked across the ring, went bosh, bosh, left hook, bang, right hand, it was all over. And it was so hard on the chin, the guy went out, then Roy jumped on him, like, but he was out anyway when the right hand hit him.
I hit him and then I thought, I ain't really no energy, so I had to pick him up and start hitting him again, and he said, come get up, and I hadn't spent nothing. So that was the result of the fight.
With the dough from his fights, Roy built his own home in the Essex countryside. Then he moved up the property ladder to a monster of a mansion. But being the country squire wasn't Roy. Again he sold up and bought the gaff where he lives now and this Huckleberry which he rents out. He's on a nice little earner.
People think that he's done it through a robbery or doing this or doing that, but he hasn't. He's done it legitimately, as you can see.
For this prime bit of land, he's been offered nearly 2 million smackaroonies.
There's nothing like an honest pound note, as Roy would tell you. Especially his. He is worth a fortune. But I mean, he doesn't want to sell this. He'd just hang on to it until he doesn't need the money.